The Obama administration proposed a new way to resolve one of the last remaining legal challenges to Obamacare today. The idea is to let religious nonprofits get out of the Affordable Care Act's requirement to provide contraception while still getting that coverage to employees. How would that work? Wonkblog Sarah Kliff is here to explain. Good to see you, Sarah.
Yeah, good to see you.
Okay, so I don't even really have a complicated question except, so how does this work?
So how it works, which actually is a complicated question in itself.
Complicated answer.
Is that a religious employer like a university or a hospital who covers insurance for their employees, they will not have to offer a plan that offers birth control. They can just go about giving the same plan that they've given before. What will happen is they'll notify their insurer, a company like Aetna or Blue Cross, tell them, we're not participating. Aetna or Blue Cross, whoever the insurance company is, they will then have to provide a standalone birth control policy, a very small, limited benefit package that is just covering the contraceptives.
So who pays for that part?
So it's the insurance companies who are paying for it.
So they're just providing insurance without anyone paying them premiums to provide insurance? What don't I get?
There's not much you don't get, and this could be an issue that comes up down the line, is that, do insurance companies want to provide this standalone policy? When I was talking to administration officials today, they said they're going to welcome, comments from the insurance industry about whether this will work. They wouldn't comment on, whether they'd actually consulted with the insurance industry before doing this. So, we're going to see whether they play ball or not.
Well, and if I'm someone that opposes contraception, I would say, hold on a second. If an insurance company is providing this coverage for free, they're really using the premiums that we're paying for everything else, putting it in another little piece of paperwork and saying, oh, okay, you're not paying for the contraception part.
Right, and that's the objection that's been raised all along. It's the objection at the heart of a lot of these lawsuits that have been filed. And, I was just on the phone with some of the lawyers for these institutions, and they're saying, no way this isn't good enough. The firewall isn't strong enough between the money being spent on birth control and the money we're giving you for the rest of our coverage.
Just to make it a little more complicated, there are some large religious organizations that self-insure, that don't hire Aetna, but say we'll do it ourselves. So how would it work for them?
So there, which you're right, isn't even more complicated. What will happen is usually, if you're a self-insured plan, you have a third-party administrator. You're not so great at handling benefits, so you hire someone to do that. So in this case, you would go to your third-party administrator and tell them, I'm not providing birth control coverage. The third-party administrator would then go find an insurance company for you who would provide that standalone package.
And who would pay for that?
So there it's actually a little bit different, where they're proposing that those insurance companies who are providing the birth control policy, they'll get a reduced fee to sell on the insurance exchanges. So remember, there's these insurance exchanges that are launching in 2014. If I'm an insurance company, I have to pay a fee to sell on them for administration. Yeah. Essentially what they're saying is they're going to lower the fees for selling only on the exchanges set up by the federal government for those who are providing these plans.
So the government would kind of subsidize the folks that stepped in and filled that gap?
They would probably object to characterizing it as subsidization. Yeah. They would say that they're giving them reduced fees, although I think it is accurate to say that they're basically trying to offset the costs of providing contraceptives.
Does any of this change the legal challenges to Obamacare?
Probably not. Lawyers at the Beckett Fund, which are organizing a lot of the lawsuits, told reporters today, this isn't good enough, all of our old concerns remain. The one thing it could do is actually speed up some of the challenges. There were a few that have been brought by universities that have been on hold until the Obama administration came out with these, so those might start moving forward a little bit quicker right now.
Okay, Sarah, thanks.
Thank you.